Notes Radio. Yeah, man, we back. We done made it.
Another week. Cliff Notes lives on.
Man, we live. We have paid the rent. Ooh, it was hard, but we got it up. You know, put Jaleel out there on the corner with some ice cream, and the fat girls came over like it was nothing.
Damn, bro.
Man,
that's how you feel.
Hey, we back in this bitch, so it don't
we
matter.
here though, man.
Hey, man.
We here.
We make a way.
We missing our queen of the show. I know you, like, man, MJ, we miss you.
MJ, you better be tuning in, motherfucker.
Right. Man, I wanted to play this sound by Ball Hell. That ain't the one. I can't play it.
You can't play it. You gotta have the bite ready, man.
I gotta have my bites ready. I thought about it too late. I really wanted to hit her with it. But man, we gotta introduce ourselves, Tori.
Yeah, man, it's your boy T Rich, you punk bitch. AKA Tough Crowd T, no one other than D. And if it is, we'll have yet to see. And I'm back on Cliff Notes Radio. Y'all motherfuckers run and tell your boo, bopper, main thing, side thing, mama, daddy, sister, cousin. Cliff Notes Radio is live. Tune in. Feel free to call in. Give us your opinions, takes, topics. Yeah.
And behind the boards, the man who makes it all possible.
It's your boy Young Lil, aka the Black MacGyver, also known as Mr. 420 himself. Blessed weekend, man. Blessed weekend. All I can say. You know what I'm saying?
Weekend is always a good thing, man.
I'm here, man. I worked all weekend, but it don't matter.
It's finally starting to warm up now. Shit,
man, I gotta tell y'all about my weekend.
I'm hating this shit, man.
Starting to feel like California.
I'm gonna tell you about my weekend after I introduce myself. Y'all already know it's your host with the most, Cliff the Gift, slanging that wood, not that stick. Your man might keep it 100, but you see me, I'm gonna give you that extra inch. It's the man, the myth, the legend, the gift. We are here for another 2018 edition. I got Tori and Jaleel in this bitch, and we are missing MJ talking her shit because she is a. Oh.
This nigga.
Give me something to say.
MJ, call in and defend yourself.
We gotta have that. We gotta have that on the show for when she actually is here.
I know that's what I'm saying. MJ, you gotta call in and defend yourself.
That could be her little drop.
I
know what I'm saying.
MJ see me right now. I know she gonna call. But man, about my weekend, y'all, we gotta get to this weekend. I had an amazing time. Went to Lake Havasu, Arizona with the family. It was my cousin's birthday. We was out there on the jet skis and the boats and stuff, man. But the thing about it turned it all sideways once we got back. Man, it is amazing how people will watch your Instagram or whatever. And honestly, I don't really even feel like I posted nothing to even say how long I was gonna be gone, nothing like that. But niggas crept by and tried to jack a nigga for some shit, man.
You said they was scoping you out on the ground?
They scoped out the crib. They scoped not my crib, but shout out to the niggas who thought they was really about to take some shit and went to go pick up the work trailer.
Fuck ass niggas.
Niggas really went out there and tried to grab the work trailer and shorten up the hustle of the money that niggas make. But I just want to send a shout out to you niggas and say publicly, fuck you. The money won't stop. You can't stop what niggas is doing. When God put something on your life to get you somewhere, man, can't nobody intervene in there, bro. And I need to always remember that. That's some real talk, though, for real.
How can a nigga, like, really... You supposed to be congratulating niggas that's doing that and taking bigger steps to advance their stance in life and try and make a way. But niggas is just pulling each other down.
Bruh.
Trying to. Which is the sad part. You trying to, but you failing.
And the thing about it, it's like when people steal from you,
Man.
when people go to try to take your stuff, you already know that it's somebody who knows that you have it. You already know that it's somebody who's close to you who knows that they think they know your moves. You know what I'm saying? It's always somebody close to you. That's the sad part. Because when you finally get to the bottom of it and you get the fingerprints and all this other BS that you got to go through with these people, you going to find out who it is. And it'd be like, man, like, damn, bro, why we even got to go there?
Like that nigga, like, why, bro?
Why you gotta be
Why? And it sucks because it's like social media is the reason niggas is able to scope you out and see what you doing, and they watching your steps.
You don't post everything.
Yeah.
One
But
day-
I mean, when
one
you
day-
got a
one day
business
the world
though, when you got a business though,
You have to promote your
you
business.
do gotta promote
You
yourself.
can promote your business and still not give away your every which way, every move.
And that's the thing. I know. And
Do
knowing how
see-
you move,
Do you see any of these famous people posting their exact locations aside from when they want you to know their location?
but that's the thing, and that's why I say that's why I'm like I know it's somebody that I know. You know, it's like you wouldn't even know where that shit was to even go pick it up.
And it's like
You really
you
wouldn't know.
could make your shit private. You could make your page private, and you can keep certain shit hidden. But it's like
Yeah.
somebody knows somebody that knows somebody, and they all talking.
Yeah, man.
And the streets talk quick, man. So that's why I say it's just a sad fucking thing that happens, bro. And you should be trying to build your brothers up instead of tearing them down.
It sucks that
Really.
bitch niggas exist, but we must learn how to operate
Hoe
in
ass
this world
niggas.
where these niggas happen to walk and roll.
Hoe
man.
ass
Until we can find a way to exterminate they bitch ass.
The
But until
cliff,
then,
the cliff notes to this one. Make sure you got them security cameras in place. That's where a nigga fucked up.
bruh, them shits is cheap as fuck on the Wish app. Go
That's
get you
why I
some.
say, man, you just gotta make sure you got them
Guard your
security
investments,
cameras
my
in
brother.
place, man.
Guard your
That's the
investments.
one spot a nigga didn't have them, but
Guard your investments, bro.
y'all, that's how my weekend went. Found out that today, woke up to that this morning. Apologize, you guys, for not, promoting everything,
I can't really complain about my weekend if yours was like that, bro. All I did was work.
The weekend was great. The weekend was a great
fucking
time,
weekend.
man, out there on the water and stuff. It was a great time. It was just coming back to realize what had really happened over the weekend. Niggas tore up the house trying to take the motherfucker, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Like it was big. It was like damn, why would you do this?
That sucks, man. Hoe ass niggas. Y'all, and if y'all watching this shit, y'all make sure y'all mark my words, nigga. You
Right.
hoe ass niggas.
You mark ass
These
niggas.
niggas reap what you sow, man.
Mark these marks.
But onto my favorite segment of the show, man. Ain't that some shit?
Some shit.
And ain't that some shit that LeBron James is now like
A
LeBron
Laker,
James,
man.
LeBron James.
You know what though, man? I'm not mad at the move because I'm tired of seeing him in the East. I'm tired of seeing him just dominate the East year after year after
You
year.
feel like
after
it's just that much harder on the West, huh?
year. It
so
is that
that-
much.
so now-
Like
The level of competition is for sure higher.
So now instead of
He might not make it to the Western Conference Finals. I'm keeping it 100.
it's stacked on the West.
The West is stacked, bro.
And it's and I
Literally from
and
the
I
1 seed down to the 8 seed, anybody can get it. Like,
so y'all feel like the West is just gonna be the winners of every title from now on?
it's
no,
gonna be
please-
called How the West Was Won, nigga.
Please believe Boston is taking it next year. Mark my words now.
Boston is a really good basketball team. They are going to the finals if they can keep everybody and everybody stays healthy. But
Even we shown what we can do with injury. There's no way in hell, knock on
you
wood,
did show what you could do with injury.
that Kyrie and Hayward are both going to be injured again this season. So you've seen us at our weakest. One, all of these people,
Yeah,
we
but
got more. We coming in with more experience.
It's the
We didn't
West
lose
though,
nobody.
bro.
We didn't
It's
lose
the
nobody.
West. You got Houston.
Yeah,
You got Golden
we beat
State.
the Warriors 2 out of
You
3
got the
games last
Lakers
season.
now. You got Portland.
We-
You got
Well, Lakers
Oklahoma.
Portland ain't really no
Wait.
comp no more.
We got to talk about what was built around LeBron now too.
They added a couple pieces,
It's a lot of shit
but then
around
there's some
LeBron.
pieces they didn't really need.
I
You feel they
yeah,
didn't
I
need?
agree
Who
with
you
that.
feel they didn't need?
I feel like I don't really think they needed Rondo. I don't think Rondo. I think Rondo is there for ball, like to help develop ball more as a player, and that's it. And then just to fill that veteran space because they get the tax allowance.
Here's where they
don't
fucked
get taxed
up.
on that money.
What?
Here's where they fucked up.
Basically, like teams. There's like a whole lot of technicalities when it comes to teams getting players. So there's like certain things that they're allowed to have. So you're allowed to get a veteran that's been in the league this many years and not get taxed on that amount of money as a roster spot. Like every team is guaranteed at least one veteran spot. So they need to fill those. So Rondo will be the perfect player. He has championship experience. He can develop ball as a point guard.
He
because
is not-
He plays the same way ball.
He's
does.
not gonna be down with that shit though, Jaleel. And you a Celtics fan, you should know. He is not gonna be down with trying to groom another nigga to take his spot. He still feel like he that nigga.
I mean, he rubbed off a little on Holiday when he was with the Pelicans.
I mean, Holiday had game. He was a first round pick. He had game.
He had game, but it's still certain stuff that veterans can teach you. And even if he's not trying to directly teach them, pay attention in practice, see certain things that people doing. You might not give the game, but if you pay attention enough, you can.
How long was he with New Orleans?
Man, I didn't even know he went to New Orleans.
Yeah, he was there a season.
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's like
It ain't
he's
like it
low
ain't
key like he plays great in spurts, so it almost makes you forget the fact that
Did the nigga
he's
even play?
exactly, and that he's actually a decent player. But it seemed like ever since he left Boston, his career just been on like a plummet. You know what I'm saying?
It's
He
been
done
quiet.
bounced around.
Plummet. I want to say
It wa- it
plummet.
ain't-
I
he
thought
done-
he ain't
No
been-
matter where he's been, he's always made noise. Like even when he was coming off the bench,
But
He didn't make noise in Chicago.
He didn't make no noise.
That's what I'm saying.
Say
Even
noise.
when
He
he
didn't make
was
no
in Chicago,
noise
it
in
was-
Sacramento.
But that's what Chicago was running Chicago.
I
He
feel
wasn't getting
like-
no love.
I feel like Rajon Rondo has been over the last few years. He's just been the type of player who's done well enough to not be talked about. Like I do good. Like when you hand me the ball, I make the points. I pass the ball. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I earn my check. He one of them niggas. He's like
He's not good enough to be talked
Kerr.
about. Like
Steve Kerr when Michael Jordan was there.
Yeah.
You know he's that nigga. Like
they'll talk about him in
I'm
the local
okay.
shit. Like local people know about him. Like when you
Like-
watch,
Right.
if you watch a game, you'll be like, oh yeah, Rondo played for them. He getting off right now.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
You're not gonna hear him talked about on 6 o'clock Sports Center.
But for a nigga who really watched the league, it's like when you see he done with a new team, you like, damn, this nigga with them now.
Right.
I be
know what I'm
knowing-
saying?
I be knowing all that shit.
I mean, I be trying to keep up with basketball, but I watch so many goddamn different sports, so it's
Yeah.
hard
And
for me
World
to
Cup
keep
right
up.
now, so it's like
exactly like even though LeBron moving around and
Y'all
all these
missing-
trades and acquisitions is happening in the NBA, I'm not letting that distract me from the fact that Brazil
Brazil got
beat Mexico
ass
today,
this morning.
and they still advancing forward, and they is gonna be taking that thing come the end,
I think Brazil taking it all.
end of
this
the
year.
month.
I think Brazil
Telling you,
taking
bro.
it all.
I probably will.
Tell me,
Hey, I was at work today. They was mad at me, bro. I was like, Brazil.
nigga, I was talking mad shit at work.
Y'all niggas ain't never even been to Brazil. The most y'all done
No.
done is watch Brazilian
But
porn.
I was about to say, I watch Brazilian porn though,
These niggas is Brazilian soccer fans because y'all watch Brazilian porn.
and they're one of the best. soccer
That's not
teams.
true.
That's,
What-
that's
it's not
not,
even because of that.
it's not
Like-
entirely true.
No, when I play FIFA, bro, I play with Brazil because they got one of the raw soccer teams. Always.
When was the first time you heard about Brazil?
When I learned about Pele.
2002.
When I first learned about soccer, I learned about Brazilian national team and how Brazilian players are some of the best players in the world. Them and people from Spain.
I was 12 years old watching the World Cup in 2002, and they had a nigga named Ronaldinho. Nigga had the nigga with the curl, long ass curl and shit, fucked up tee. Nigga was fucking awesome. Ever since then, I was hooked.
I'm not. I
Had a
tried.
cool ass little tan.
I auditioned. I mean, I tried out to play soccer in the 6th grade, and I didn't make the team.
I tried out in high school.
And since
Well,
then,
no.
I just always had this like.
I didn't
My
even even start watching soccer like full fledged up until like maybe 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, when you get
Like when I started watching like actual like club teams and MLS and French teams and English teams. Like I didn't really start watching until like recently. But I always watched the World Cup every year since I was a kid. Cause it's like it's the World Cup. Like it only come around 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So
I've never watched it.
really
I played. I had all of the games though.
the games is fun.
Yeah,
The games you get
video
hooked.
FIFA's fun. Anybody can run it. If y'all want it, I get down.
That's
I'll play with whoever. I'm good on the sticks. when it
But
comes
back
to
to this basketball though. Man.
Yeah.
It's all about knocking off Golden State because niggas is tired of seeing.
But
these
Golden
niggas
State
win.
just gave a big fuck you to the whole NBA and signed DeMarcus Cousins.
and just got cousins.
They
for
was
a
like,
bag of
oh,
Fritos.
LeBron want to come to the West. Well, let me grab. What is he like? The 5th best player in the West?
Well, that's the thing, like because
6th best player.
even
Something
though
up there.
some niggas' contracts ended this past season, it's other niggas' contracts finna be up next season.
Oh, 2019 is supposed to be a bigger free
Do y'all
agent
think
year.
this is like the
fucking-
start of the super teams?
You said what?
Like
When
now
Golden-
it's the start of super teams. Like Miami started it, and now it's like everybody just trying to start super teams.
Miami didn't start it. Though.
And super teams been happening for a long time, bro. This isn't nothing new. Showtime Lakers was literally a super team, like for real, all 5.
Well, it wasn't a
positions.
super team.
But everybody
Because
you
they-
knew the
they
whole
actually-
starting 5 because they was all balling.
They acquired Kareem,
Yeah,
and then everybody else they got through the draft.
true.
So that's
Which is
why I
pretty much
say
what Golden State did until now. Until they got Cousins, they had always
now
it was
when you look at Boston, when you look at the Boston Celtics,
pickups.
that
from
was
through
like the
draft.
first time you seen 3 bona fide all-stars get acquired through trades. It wasn't like they just bought everybody. They just pulled off some great trades and got all 3 of them on the same team. Not to mention, you had a nigga named Rajon Rondo that was just now starting to
Who had just got
become
drafted.
an all-star himself. You know what I'm saying? So
Because he was only a second or third year.
When you
talking about Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and Kevin Garnett.
and Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
Now, the difference between them and Miami is Miami was practically irrelevant the season before, and they literally just bought guys that were already at the end of their previous contracts.
Yeah. Because what's his
Who-
name?
I mean, are they-
That was the year that what's his name was the coach. Nah.
They
No,
only
Pat
bought-
Riley had just hung it up the year before.
Yeah, right before he handed it to Eric Spoelstra.
Exactly. And the Heat organization, they love Spoelstra. They groomed him up. They like, no, this is our guy.
Yeah.
We're going to trust in him, and we're going to give him all these all-stars.
He came up
You know
from
what I'm
inside.
saying?
I mean, he got him too.
Who is he coaching now?
The Heat.
Still the Heat.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he was still there.
He's been the
Yeah.
Heat coach for a long time now.
Yeah, I mean, the Heat, it was like, shit, the Heat was in the running to try and get LeBron back. They
Yeah.
wanted him back, but, I mean,
They didn't, I don't think they were in any position. They didn't have much coming up in the next couple drafts because of trades.
Now
They're
let's
not
go
willing
in.
to get rid of what's his name?
I want to go to this other part about it though. Now, LeBron is cool coming here, but LeBron got kids, and LeBron kids like this nigga's sons is balling right now.
Yeah.
So his sons got to go to school somewhere.
they got options out here, nigga.
They've already chosen the school that they want him to go to before the draft even happened. There was an article that came out saying that if they were to move out here, where Bronny wanted to play. Like already, they had already scouted.
So where you gonna go?
It's some school in Chino Hills, because that's where all of, like, if you hoop elite high school basketball.
I thought
it's Chino.
Sarah was a school.
Nigga, that's hood shit.
Well,
No.
that's the thing. It's a few schools in California. If you really want to hoop, it's a few schools you can play at.
But like elite, like AAU ballers, like the real hoopers, Chino Hills. That's where everybody's at. They balling out there, like big shit.
That's shocking to me that Chino Hills would be the spot and not like here, like Santa Monica area, like where the
No, you got Crossroads and you got
Yeah, like it's
Modern
a few spots,
day.
like, high school wise. But I'm saying, like, if you want to ball like how they do, that's where the ball boys balled at when they were coming up. That the AAU circuit, Chino.
Well,
Hills.
that's the thing, though. I think you kind of discrediting the other schools around.
I'm not discrediting them, bro. I'm saying that's where, like, because my dad used to do that.
Because you
Amateur
got
basketball and all of
Fairfax,
that.
you got Westchester.
Those are high school, like just straight high school. I'm talking about like past that, the league shit that they play off season. Those be the biggest things and where the scouts see you the most, especially for college.
Yeah, but Westchester, they be in them tournaments too, nigga. Westchester has been a powerhouse for years now, bro.
Of course, bro.
But I mean, is his son
I'm
gonna
talking
go to
about
college?
I'm talking about travel team.
Oh, is his son gonna go to college? Or
Is he
straight
gonna go
to the
college?
league?
He
Yeah.
can't go straight to the league because it's an age
He can
restriction.
go straight to the G League
So you can go to the G League or you can go overseas.
or one of them other like big baller brands starting a league like where you can come straight out of high school and play there and they'll pay
and
you
then
instead of going to college.
And that's and a lot of guys is
But
saying
you got to be good for that.
I might as well just skip college because I'm not gonna be there anyway. Which I agree with because it's like you can always give that scholarship to
somebody
somebody
else.
who really wants to go to school and really wants to play 4 years and get an education and is not caught up on the whole making money thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody wants to make money because.
But I feel
you do
like
what you
college
love.
players should be getting paid anyway.
That's true. They should be getting paid. I'm not saying they should be getting paid
College
like
ath-
pro players.
No,
but
not
you
like
should
pro
be
players,
getting something.
But the amount of money they make that these schools
the
make
schools
off
is making,
jersey
yeah.
sales, ticket sales, them kids, there's no way them kids should be starving.
And they be putting stress on their body and everything. Like people
Hell
don't
yeah.
realize the stress you put on your body in playing these
People's
sports. to that
careers
level.
end in college.
Yeah, when you playing on that high of a level and that extreme, you putting that type of extreme stress on your muscles and joints and shit over that span of time. I do feel like you're supposed to be compensated for that, man. 'Cause
Hell yeah.
nobody putting that
And you
body
getting the
through that.
same treatment as pro players.
Literally, y'all do the same, like you're doing the same shit.
That's
Same
like
shit.
It's just a little bit faster when you get to the pros.
that's why
it's quicker.
you have to leave money on the dresser. You know what I'm saying? You have to.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting where his son eventually plays. I know he got another son.
What the contract that he has with the Lakers ends, and he becomes a free agent the year his son is going to be coming to the draft.
Shit,
So
that's
he,
crazy.
He gonna be a free agent. He gonna go where his son
You
at.
think he want to play with his son?
I feel
He
like he
said
want
it.
to play with him and play against
He
him.
said that's my ultimate dream is to be able to play with my son.
That should be dope as fuck. That's never happened, bro. Where father and son in the league at the same time?
I want to say it did.
Nah,
No,
It didn't.
never at the same time has it happened.
nah, it's never
You
happened.
sure?
I am positive.
Okay.
We can Google search that one if we want to be 100%,
But-
but I'm willing to bet the house on it.
I mean, but we
Was that
don't.
in
We don't.
baseball? That must have been a baseball. I think
Yes.
King. That's the Griffey's.
He still got
Yeah,
some.
in baseball, but I'm talking about NBA.
I'm just. I know. I'm just saying. I'm
He
thinking,
still got time to. Time still got to go by, and we got to see how good his son really is.
But have you seen his
Hey.
son play?
No, I have.
I've
I
seen
have.
some of that foot. That
But-
little nigga ball.
He's balling.
That
But
nigga
when you
ball.
see him play, he be going up against some kids that be like,
4'11".
it'd be like some little white boys that be playing in vans and shit, and you just be looking like, man, I want to see how good this kid really is.
I be seeing him against like in the what I'm saying the AAU tournaments and stuff. I watch him in those like he.
Dwayne Wade's sons be hooping too.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Man.
do.
So it's gonna be interesting.
Would you like? Cause it ain't been too many players that like father was good and then they come in the league and they hella good. Like it's never happened. It's either been the father was okay and then the kid be like hella good.
Say,
Like,
with LeBron being a Laker, y'all also missing the fact that now he's a Laker. So now he's into this Laker club of making Laker shit happen and touching on Laker stats.
Hey, he got a
Well,
whole.
so-
he got a whole lot. Like this is serious.
He could do like now he can really impede on that nigga, your boy Kobe.
Nah, he can't.
He can't.
No,
Y'all don't,
I
you don't
feel-
think he can
no,
do something
what,
to Kobe?
What this does?
Kobe
is-
played for the Lakers. He was with the Lakers for 20 years, bro. That's
His
what you
whole
got to
career.
remember.
I agree.
So
Franchise like.
All right, so I got a question.
he's
Do
a
y'all
franchise
feel like
player for the
because I
Lakers.
had this conversation earlier, I feel like LeBron coming to the Lakers kind of kills off his opportunity to be considered the greatest of all time.
well, he'll never be
he'll-
considered the greatest of all time.
I don't think he could be considered the greatest.
He'll
of
be
all time. He's the best player of all time, but I don't think he'd be considered the greatest player of all time.
Now wait. Why are you saying this?
One, he's hot to way too many different teams. There's other people that stayed loyal and stayed on one team and got it with that one team. Kobe, Jordan, like you got to stick Bill Russell.
Jordan
you
played for
gotta
2
stick-
teams.
But he got all his rings with one team and stayed with that one team until the retirement, then going to the Wizards.
Okay. LeBron has the opportunity
blah.
to go and get rings with 3 different teams.
Yeah, but he ring chased. The greats don't.
I
ring
don't
It's not
feel
ring
like that's
chasing.
ring chasing.
It's not
I feel
ring
like
chasing.
I feel like that's
Listen,
The
you got
Golden-
what you
the
got to
move
realize
Miami
is
was a
that
ring chase.
what you got to
Oh,
realize
The
is
move
that
to Miami was for sure.
what you
ring
got to
chase.
realize is that LeBron, wherever he goes, the team that he leads goes automatically from sugar to shit. And whatever team he goes to is contenders. Don't matter if they didn't make the playoffs. They're going to the playoffs when he
when
gets
he
there.
get there.
So I don't know why people get this whole thing about.
Like I said, Miami.
I don't even like
he
LeBron.
Miami was in the play. Miami was going to the playoffs consistently when LeBron went there.
But they wasn't a factor until he got there.
Yes, Miami was. Remember,
they
Miami had
weren't,
won a
bro.
championship not too
In
long ago.
06, when LeBron it was his 3rd year in the league.
Okay, and so they won one then, and they were still in the playoffs each year. It's not like
And they were struggling against Dallas that year too. Dallas is giving them the business. So, but I
Nowitzki
mean,
was hungry, but then he got his
but I
payback.
mean, you got to think about it from 06 to 2012.
6 years.
That's a 6-year gap that Miami was irrelevant,
Yep.
especially after Shaq left.
Miami wasn't
Yep.
completely irrelevant. They were still a playoff team. If they was, I can see if they were like out of the playoffs, wasn't making it. Like
I mean,
they were
damn,
still.
somebody got to go to the playoffs. I mean, shit, you got to have a tournament.
That's why I'm saying, Jalil, like,
But it's not. You can't just say I'm gonna wake up today and go to the playoffs.
How many-
But what I'm saying is, I mean, shit, if you got 12 teams, you got to have at least 6 in the playoffs.
here's the thing: LeBron is not going to end his career. LeBron ain't going to end his career like how Kobe did. Kobe ended his career. I mean, he went out with a bang, 60 points, but he
say,
went out on a squad that
I
wasn't
bet
even in
LeBron don't score
contention.
60 on his
nigga.
last game.
Wasn't
It's-
even close to
My
contention.
thing about
And that was Kobe's fault. That's the thing.
And
I'm
his
not-
shooting percentage sucked.
I'm not, and that's what I'm saying. LeBron is the best player. He's not the greatest player in the world.
What's the difference?
There's a big difference between being the best. That means you're the absolute best. Period. Great is what produces championships. Great is not
Well, this is
losing.
the
It's
thing.
Great
not.
sound like a motherfucking
This is the
opinion
thing.
to me.
LeBron is
No,
still
it's a stark difference between
Listen.
what being great and being best is.
Jalil. LeBron is still playing. Now you got guys that are saying that his heir apparent is going to be Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is still playing. LeBron is still. They're both still playing.
Durant won't be able to catch LeBron until he decides to get furious and to play with some ferocity. Until he gets there.
He got that nice guy shit. You know, Kevin Durant ain't got
And
that
that's
killer
what-
instinct.
until he gets that
Just
killer
like they say,
instinct,
LeBron ain't got no killer instinct.
LeBron has it. It's wavering. It's come and go. At the beginning of his career, he didn't have it at all. And then as he developed and got older, his time with Miami, he locked that in. It became better.
I still wouldn't say that.
Man.
What? He used to disappear in the fourth quarter. That was the whole joke about LeBron at the beginning of his career. He's one of the greatest players on the planet, but he always disappeared in the fourth quarter. He would always defect to somebody else.
My thing with you saying he ain't gonna be the greatest player of all time because he switched teams, I feel like that said to me that says a lot about him. The way Torrey just said it, like every team he went to has been to a championship. Every team, whenever he's there, we going. Like we know we going to the playoffs because LeBron ain't got here. That's the same thing. Which brings me to my next ain't that some shit about this nigga Drake. If you put Drake on your goddamn song,
You know you're gonna have a number one.
you know you got a number one hit, and half of the artists that we know now have become famous through his songs, and I'm not gonna diminish that nigga like that ain't happened. The Migos, Versace, like that
nigga
put
put
them
them on.
niggas on, but them niggas had Fight Night before that. Them niggas had other songs
everything.
before that shit that was popping that I felt like was way bigger songs
Better
than
than
that.
Versace. 'Cause
Exactly.
Versace was like trash lucky.
Then that nigga him with 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz I feel like 2 Chainz became an even bigger star after he did the song, after he did that project with Drake.
Right.
I'm not saying that he wasn't already a big star. but he-
YG.
You said 2 Chainz?
2 Chainz
After he did a project with Drake.
with Drake.
What project did 2 Chainz do with
When
Drake?
2 Chainz and 2 Chainz did that the black and white it's the whole black and white songs. I'm trying to
Black and white.
He
song.
did do a song with Drake though. I remember.
him,
Her
they did a
song-
whole they did
Are you talking about
they did
Future, bro?
No. I'm talking about 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz and Drake did a whole.
Well,
album.
the Drake album though,
I
it's
wanna say
crazy
they
how
No, they didn't, bro.
just recently
be
we
wrong.
was all sitting up saying Drake took a L and Drake
He still
was
took a
looking
L.
bad, and which he did. It did look bad, but look how easily we forget after he drops a record. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't forget.
I ain't forget shit. That nigga
I
took
ain't
an
forget.
L.
Well, look
hard.
how quickly we ignored it.
I still
I
ain't
mean,
ignored it.
You have ignored it because you listened to the album.
No, I didn't,
He
nigga.
did listen to that.
I did not listen to the
Oh,
album.
come on, man.
Bro,
I
listen.
refuse to believe Jaleel didn't listen to the album because he sat up here before the show and said it's only like 3 songs.
I've
I like
always
on there.
said Drake has always been one of my.
You can look through my music right here on. Ain't no Drake on here. I ain't listen to it or search for it. I ain't
I had-
care.
So
about
how
it.
you know you only got 3 songs on there that you
Because
like?
I just know.
Oh, come on, bro.
Drake.
I
Drake
promise,
ain't-
I put that on my heart. God
I've
strike me
always
down,
said
I have not listened
Drake
to the
has been
album at
Drake
all.
has been in my eyes one of the more talented rappers. Now, as far as
One of the more talented music makers.
Yeah,
Music
okay,
makers.
music makers.
yeah.
Not rapper.
Because
music
he's
makers
not too, as a rapper, he's not that high on my list.
at all.
But
His
he
songs,
is a
yeah,
great
his
he
music,
is a
his
great
music.
musician.
His music, I love Drake's music.
He makes
I'm a-
great music.
I'm a big fan of Drake's music. Now, this project right here made me overlook. This nigga got a song with Michael Jackson. Like, that's a win for light skinned niggas everywhere. And
Nigga.
partial light skinned niggas. I know Michael's not a.
Akon got
Mike
a song
is
with
not
Michael
a true
Jackson.
But that's, I mean, the Michael Jackson song. First of all, that song wasn't the dopest on the song.
It's definitely.
I mean, on the
not.
album.
It's not.
It,
It's just
wasn't.
Michael Jackson.
It
It's
just
it's
you
the-
had Michael Jackson on the song. But lest we forget, Kendrick had an interview with
With
Tupac.
Tupac, bro.
So we got to stop acting like this is just the most intriguing thing that's ever been done in music.
It's
True.
not.
It's
The
been
interview
done
with Tupac is
before.
way doper.
Niggas do it. But I mean, it
This
is
nigga had
dope
whole
because they some
conversation.
singing ass niggas and they made their whole career off of like damn near crying on a record and shit. So
Yeah. Two crybabies getting together.
you know,
They
I
need
mean,
to
I
get a
think
track
people
with-
like to see that shit.
them two and LeBron together. That's the best crybaby track of all
This
time.
nigga, man.
Best crybaby track of all.
But you really feel like Drake ain't like a powerhouse in the music industry?
No,
as far
he
as putting
is.
niggas on.
He
As
is.
far as
I
like
didn't say
creating,
that.
creating
I just said he's not. He like I wouldn't consider him a rapper. He's a musician. He makes good music.
He does
I don't
make good music.
I don't consider him an elite.
That's
rapper.
why I like when the
All because of Pusha T. You Pusha T made him
I
not be a
never
rapper.
considered Drake an elite rapper.
Okay.
Pusha T ain't even in my top 20.
Okay.
Nigga, it take work to get into my top 20.
The reason why
he's not an elite rapper, but he does.
Why do y'all discredit Drake?
He
as a
does
rapper?
hold weight
I
in
just
the
wanna
rap
know
game, though.
I want to know why Drake is discredited as a rapper.
I didn't say he's discredited. He just
Why y'all? You just told me you can't call
he's
him a
not
rapper.
elite to me.
You just told me you can't call
Because
him a rapper.
he's
Where would you rank him in your top 10
In my top
of all
10,
time, dead or alive?
of all 10, dead or alive.
But while you think about that, think about this. His only body in hip hop, as far as beef is concerned, is Meek Mill.
Okay.
We're forgetting the fact that he got bodied by Common, which is supposed to be considered to be one of like the softer niggas.
He got bodied by Common.
What? Common put him and Drake had said some shit to Common. Common put out one song, and that was the end of it. It was 2012.
I never even
13.
heard about that.
Never even heard about it.
No, it was
Jay
real.
Prince swept that
Look,
under the rug too.
No, Common literally deaded that nigga off fast, and he hit him. It was only one like really crazy bar throughout the whole thing. He was like, "Nigga, you ain't never wet nobody. You Canada dry." That was like the best bar out of the whole song. But
I've
that
never
nigga
heard
put
of
that
this
one song out, and that was it. Like Drake didn't say shit back. It was over. And then he tried to go at Jay-Z. Jay-Z like didn't even make a song. He was just like, "Nigga, don't do this to yourself. Just don't."
Well, him and Jay-Z still cool though.
Yeah, no, they remember it was like it was a point that was cool, and there was a point that wasn't cool. That's when Drake had said the little slick shit, and then Jay-Z was like, "Chill."
Well, Drake look up to Jay-Z, so that's why it was probably.
It was
easy
like
to
it
get
was
that
it was a
situation.
Lil Wayne thing. He was like, I want to do what Lil Wayne did to you. Can you battle me like you did Lil Wayne? Like but Jay-Z don't respect you like you respect Lil Wayne.
Not
you know
at
what
all.
I'm saying? I felt like it was that.
And he can't rap like Wayne.
But
Wayne is a better rapper than Drake.
This is my thing about Drake is everybody discredit. Why y'all saying he not?
Your
he's not
favorite
a-
songs of Drake's are not his rap songs; they're his songy songs. Like, name your top 5 favorite Drake songs. None of them are songs where he's just.
I honestly
I
don't
can't
even
name-
have.
I can't name him
five
either.
top.
He's
Drake
got a
songs.
long line of work.
Exactly.
He's got a lot of work.
He has, man, the nigga has hit after hit after hit after hit after
But
hit.
none of them are like.
Every album is sales.
That's like trying to name your favorite Jay-Z song.
Yeah, bro.
I can do
like,
that.
It's kind of hard.
I have
He
to-
got so many good
I
ones
have
though.
to put.
But
I
it's-
have to.
but
We have to
like,
quit.
if you know, like, as a rapper, like when I'm thinking like break down bars, what song bar for bar are his best songs? Like, you can't name none that's like straight rap.
So what's
I feel
Jay-Z?
like
All right,
it's
so what's
just-
Jay-Z's best song?
What's my opinion his best song?
Yeah.
It's on the Black album. I can't remember the name of it. It's a song on the Black album.
What more can
Moment
I
of
say?
Clarity. Yeah.
Moment of Clarity, or what more can I say?
What more can I say?
Okay.
That's to me. That's
Because
the best.
that one is. I was gonna say that's probably top.
That The Evils is in my top 5. Cause
I would say that one can't stop the hustle and
Can't Knock the Hustle. Yeah.
But this is my
Like,
point.
I can do that with Jay-Z. I can't do that with Drake.
what's your what's your point, Cliff?
My point is
We
saying
trying to see
is,
what
is
you-
that this man has made tons of bodies of work, and they have all been great. They have all reached the chart. That like this man music is good. Why are we saying that he's not considered one of the greatest rappers?
Because he's
to
not
have
a
done it?
rapper.
Because, okay.
Go back to his first
But look
to
at
his
the
first
stats.
No,
my
no,
nigga.
no, okay.
That's
So,
what-
like-
you're looking
y'all
at
talking
stats-
about
no.
opinions.
No, you're looking at the stats for the wrong sport. It's the wrong sport. You can't put him in a battlefield with rappers and give him the best rapper title if he has not put himself on as a straight rapper.
Let's look at it like this,
He's
Cliff.
a sing-songy artist.
Let's-
He's a musician.
let's
not
look
a
at it
rapper.
like
So
this.
Kevin Gates ain't a rapper.
Kevin Gates bar niggas up, bro. Drake doesn't do that.
Okay, so
At
who do you
all.
think is better out of Kendrick and Drake?
Kendrick.
I'm asking Cliff.
I personally like Drake's subject matter, but I feel like Kendrick is a better lyricist.
And you know why? Because Kendrick goes out of his way to be a great rapper. Drake just wants to make great music.
He wants something you can listen to.
It
and
doesn't
sound
matter.
good.
It doesn't always have to be about bars with Drake. Drake wants to make shit that everybody around the world can listen to.
When Kendrick, when Cole, when niggas like that make shit,
I agree. But
Jay-Z, like any of them.
Like when
it's
the
always-
game-
my thing. But this is my thing.
When you're talking about rap and being a rapper, it's about the words. It's supposed to be about the words more than it's about anything else. With Drake, it's about the song. The song matters the most.
this nigga Drake be having bars, bro.
Where, bro?
No, he do be having
Wait,
bars,
bro,
Jaleel.
Drake got
No, I'm not
bars.
saying he
Don't
don't
do that.
have none. But I'm saying
you're missing
name
me
his
with
name his bars. Like, where's his songs with the bars, bro?
damn near all of them got bars in them, bro. Like it's on the new album for sure. On the new album, The Emotionless, Survival, March 14th.
I like that March 14th, man.
March 14th.
I like that
on
shit.
the Nonstop got more bars in it than anything.
That nigga said, I've been stabbed so many times. I've been backstabbed so many times. I'm walking backwards.
Man,
I was
give me
dying
that.
when he said
Like,
that shit.
It's like
That's a bar. But that's
Bro.
what I'm asking for, bro. I need more of that.
I can give you a lot of that. It's just I'm not into
No, you know
Drake
what? You
music
know what?
like
You
that,
know what?
bro.
He gonna see all the bars on females' posts. Once they start posting their selfies and shit, you gonna see all the bars. Cause that's how you know that, like a bar is really a bar. Once it go on an Instagram post,
But listen,
But I don't base
this
my bars
nigga-
on what girls are posting.
But this
no, but
nigga
niggas
on-
do that shit too.
I
Drake-
base my bars on what the hip hop heads is posting. What
Can you
what
tell
bars
me-
is you
Nah,
quoting?
fuck all of that. They hip hop heads, they should be biased.
bro.
And to me, it ain't good is good. I don't care who you is. Like
But you know Drake is good.
when he does like straight rap, no,
It doesn't. If Drake decides he wants to do a rap album and then do a separate R&B album,
He'll never
people
do it.
still gonna like it.
he'll never do
Man,
it, bro.
what rap song has he done that you didn't like?
I can't even name. I'm trying to think.
My
of,
motherfucking
I'm
point.
trying to think of popular Drake
My
songs.
motherfucking point.
No, that's my point. I'm trying to think of popular Drake songs where he's just straight rapping. There is none. It's always song with him. It's you didn't call me on myself. It's shit like that. That's not.
I don't know.
rap,
Lord
bro.
knows was all bars.
Lord knows.
And I'm speaking out of his popular music. The stuff that makes him famous is not for his rap, bro. It's for shit like Hotline Bling.
the song with Lil Wayne.
Ransom.
Where they at the church, and they do the video at the church with the pen.
Oh, hell yeah, fucking right.
Hell yeah, fucking right. That's a rap song, bro.
Yeah, that's a rap song.
That's a rap song. Lord knows, rap song. Ransom, rap
But
song.
look, okay, and how many of these songs were
Light Up, rap
and I'm
song.
Niggas
saying-
just hate. Niggas just love to hate Drake.
I'm not
it's the
hating,
same,
bro.
Listen, it's the same way I feel
Cliff
about
is getting
LeBron,
so
bro.
serious.
I'm just saying, it's
It's
the
a great
same way I
song
feel
maker,
about LeBron. Like I don't like LeBron, but I cannot discredit this man being one of the greatest basketball players of all time. I'm never gonna say that. I don't like the nigga. I don't like Kobe. Kobe is probably one of
But
my
I'm not-
least favorite athletes on the fucking
But
planet.
you know he got game.
But I
you know
know
he's
this
good.
nigga is good now,
Yeah.
and I would not if somebody said name like some great basketball players, I'ma say that nigga name. If a nigga said name some great rappers, I'ma say Drake.
I'm
name,
not
bro.
naming Drake, bro. That's not happening.
I'ma say Drake name.
I don't
think
believe
niggas
Lil would not say
I
Drake.
think niggas need to make it cool to say
In
Drake
rap,
a good
bro,
rapper.
I'm not
Niggas,
I'm
niggas
not
don't
putting-
find it cool to say Drake a good
But
rapper.
no, the reason you not putting him ahead of a lot of
Consider
niggas.
him a rapper, bro. You look at his hits. Look at his top 10 biggest hits of all time. How
Is it
many
because
of
he
them are
light
just
skinned?
straight- God, bro.
No. It's because Jaleel likes hip hop just like I like hip hop, and we gonna have a lot of niggas rated before him
A whole lot, bro.
I got a lot rated before.
because when we listen to Drake,
A whole lot, bro.
we listen to Drake. Yeah, he got bars, but at the same time, he also like a singing nigga too.
That's what he's known
he
for.
makes shit for the hoes.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what he's known for. I base it strictly off what you're known for. What's your hits? What's your most known songs? When you look at that through Drake, not girls, but just fans in general are going to not name the rap songs. They're gonna name the sing-songy fun songs
Sing
that
song.
everybody likes. Because
think
that's what he's the best at. He's the best at making those hit songs.
it's just like for me with J. Cole. When niggas ask me my favorite J. Cole songs, I'll never name like that shit he got with Miguel, like Come Over and Chill and shit like that. And I mean that's Miguel's song, but
I like the shit off Friday Night Lights, man.
Yeah. Friday Night Lights is
exactly.
hard.
I would name stuff like that, but people would associate him with like the song he made with the first time. What's the song? The video where they fucked for the first time. Or whatever.
Oh, I ain't never did this.
Yeah. People associate J. Cole music with that and that ATM shit.
Well, no,
But
that's
but-
because that was his mainstream shit.
Exactly.
If you follow J. Cole since the
Exactly.
underground,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you listen to a lot of Drake shit, a
But
lot of
even
Drake
in them-
shit is more talking about like either relationship problems with dealing with your father. Like the nigga actually do have substance. He talk about going through it and being
but that's
down and
the
out
same.
with his mama.
But
It's
everybody
just-
be like that, bro. Tupac was like that. Biggie had shit like that.
But
that's
even
what
in
I'm
them
saying.
songs, they were still like them. Drake, I feel like it's two different Drakes. You get a Drake that thinks he's a gangster and gives you that hard, like I think I'm hard side, and then he gives you this is the real me. This is my softer side for the lady side.
But
like,
he's doing
I don't
that.
feel like it's all agreeing with each other. Most artists, like a J. Cole, like a Kendrick, like all of their songs, even from their hit songs to their album tracks that you'll probably never hear on the radio, it's still consistent, the same.
But
artists.
but Jaleel, when you in the industry, bro, the industry will make you angry. It'll bring out that rage that's sitting in you. You know what I'm saying? Just like when niggas make that conversion from the streets to the industry. Yeah, when they first coming in, they making that transition, they talking about all street shit because they angry at the shit that's in the street. But as soon as they make that transition and you fully industry and you leaving the streets completely to themselves, it's like now it's a new spectrum that's making you angry. And so you talking about some new shit.
Another thing too,
I'm not talking about your subject matter and what you talk about.
Look at Kanye. Look at Kanye.
You just saying, but listen, what you're saying is you can't. All you saying is his money made him gangster, and I know a lot of niggas whose money have made them more gangster than what they was. The thing about Drake too is he's around, like the nigga is around niggas like Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying? Like hanging with Jay Prince son, shit like that. These niggas is not the same type of niggas Drake was, but if you the type of dude and you got them type of friends, it's like if I do get into some shit, these my friends, these are niggas I'm rolling with, so I can talk that shit because these are my niggas. Mm-hmm. It's plenty of niggas who ride with shooters and ain't the shooter, my nigga.
Okay, but as far as like,
and them the niggas who rapping.
I'm saying
them actually the niggas who rapping.
I know that, bro. I know that like throughout time, it's always been like the nigga that usually spitting it ain't the nigga that's doing it. He's just the one that's reporting it. Right. But it used to be from the aspect of I am the nigga that's reporting it. I am telling you a story. This ain't necessarily me or how I live.
Drake never tried. Drake never tried to make a song.
I never looked at him as no thug.
He's never tried to make a song where he said he was gonna
catch a body. He said all kind of shit like that.
I've never heard Drake say I'm gonna catch a body.
Well, it's time. It's time for a break, man.
All right, when we come back from the break, I'll give you at least 5 different.
Jaleel gonna have a line. He gonna have the Drake bars lined up about being a killer. Meanwhile, y'all make sure y'all
the number to call in is 310-955-4966 because this nigga is just a Drake hater. I don't know why Drake, this nigga just a Drake hater.
This nigga makes great music. I just don't consider him a rapper, bro. That's not hate.
If you think Drake, if you don't think Drake is a rapper, tweet us at Cliff Notes Radio or call in 310-955-4966 and we want to know what you think. What we going out to, Jaleel?
We going out to Holy Moly by Percy Campbell.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Super only with the moolah. Ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy. We baking at my donut shop, holy moly. So many problems on my brain, I'm like holy moly. Tonight I'm gonna go insane, I'm like holy moly, yeah. Holy moly, 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 yeah. And the whole world love it when you're feeling down. But I'ma turn up when I hit the loud. I do by the beat. Alton Sterling on CNN. The Adam crucified my black skin. I love mixing lemon juice with hen. Lid in my gun and the water up and flint. Payment plan just to lock us in. Take your social, then they box you in. I be rocking water moccasins. Forgive me, Father, all I do is sin. Tom Brady, all I do is win. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss, niggas talking shit, sit by myself, Colin Kaepernick. Police pull me over, ask for registration, they enjoy the shit like it's masturbation. And my grandmother on a breathing machine. Try to be strong, I can't comprehend what it mean. Mustang pedal to the metal, making it scream. Better know in hard times you need family to lean. Lean up, remember the game of no prenup. Fucking around, you get beat up. I'm so hard to see pre-nut. Never GIV up. Sick of the HIV, bruh. Oh my God, I got a fever. Singing out, I'm on a ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy. We baking at my donut shop, holy moly. So many problems on my brain, I'm like holy moly. Tonight I'm gonna go insane, I'm like holy moly. yeah. Holy moly, 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 yeah. And the whole world love it when you're feeling down. But I'ma turn up when I hit the loud. It go ring around the rosy. Don't he got a girlfriend? Why this hoe so nosy? Look past the shirt, Calvin Klein draws, fit so cozy. I pull his black mamba at, bitch, I think I'm Kobe. You ain't see me in the last year. Hey, baby.
Look, I'ma need all my beautiful ladies to head to the dance floor right now. If you got your own money, make your own decisions. Don't need nobody help with nothing. It's your time. It's your time to tee you. Let's go, Stevie Hart's in the building. Take that.
Look, say all you gotta do is put your house in it, right? Best things in life come in threes. All them broke bitches swear they just wanna bees. If you on your shit, you the one I wanna see. And you know I like it cause you don't run to me. Make me wanna come and see. So what's it gonna be? You the type I tell, baby, have a son with me. Come have fun with me and stack these songs with me. You a triple threat, baby girl, we gonna see. Look, you are a compliment, girl, and I like that. Your future is promising, baby, cause like that. I'm looking on Insta, them pictures I might tap. I DM you right back, come see me, then fly back. Women about their business when they look at you different. Baby, even cooking got benefits. Get your bed, putting money on your books while you in the shit. Relate to see the hood while you in this bitch. She got her own car, she got her own job, she got her own crib. She a triple threat, shorty real loyal, and she stay fly. She even get high, she a triple threat. Shorty cook good, she book her own flights and stay at home at night. She a triple threat, she got her own car, she got her own job, she got her own crib. She a triple threat, and she a triple threat. Saying come in, but you ain't. Look away, I see your eyes from the right side. In the playing games that we can play. She got a cute face, slim waist, thick legs in shape. Rump shaking, I know one. Dating when you love, making get some patience, but that's what I like on the flip side. Gotta be about something to ride this ride. That intelligent face with the thick thighs, and she handle the shit so she get high. We gon' pass the blood, pass the blood, pass the blood, pass the blood. Smoke it with me, smoke it with me, smoke it with me, smoke it with Steve. She got her own car, she got her own job, she got her own crib. She a triple threat, shorty real loyal, and she stay fly. She even get high, she a triple threat. Shorty cook good, she book her own flights and stay home at night. She a triple threat, she got her own car, she got her own job, she got her own crib. She a triple threat, and she a triple threat. Yeah, you a triple threat. We already know that you a triple threat. So put your hands up if you a triple threat. 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 Yeah, you a triple threat.
God damn it.
Yeah, and this nigga Jalil said that he was gonna find me bars of Drake saying that he was gonna catch a body, and he has found none.
Cause I didn't take the
Because
time to
Drake
look.
is not a fucking killer, and he doesn't rap and pretend to be a killer on the mic. Niggas just assume that because that's what they want. Niggas just want to hate Drake, man. Fuck, Jalil, you a hater, bro. Just say you hate. You hate.
Drake could
Drake
get a
hater.
nigga killed if he want.
Yeah, I mean he got ties to Jay Prince.
Yeah,
That's all. That's
with
kinda
that
all
type
you
of
need.
money, and without ties to Jay Prince, with the type of money that he got, he could make some shit happen to you.
Anything. He could do. He pretty much infiltrated the game.
Man, our queen ain't here. I want her to call in if she's listening. MJ.
MJ.
We gonna roll mine for Mondays. I'm gonna get this one out this week. Y'all, who gonna give me the introduction?
Oh, all right. You ready, bro?
We got it, bro.
1, 2, 3.
Mindful Mondays, nigga, do you care about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Presented by Crown Royale.
for Mindful Mondays today, I want to just put out there, man. be mindful of just stop feeling left out. You're not missing out by not being able to attend certain functions. You're not missing out by saying that you got to you got to get in your bag and not attend this person's birthday party, or you got to you got business to handle, so you can't take this trip with everybody else. We got to get out of this mentality that we're obligated to overexert ourselves for things that are secondary to what we want to accomplish. If you want to be the greatest at whatever it is you want to be, it's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take you not attending certain functions. It's going to take you, telling people, me handling this business is more important than me attending your business and me attending your function. And that's hard to say, but real friends understand that. And people who know how serious you are about your grind should commend that. And if you got friends that tell you that they can't come to things, you should make them feel bad because they see value in themselves and saying they want to give themselves they want to give themselves that self-care. It's not always selfish to invest in your own business. Tori, is this situation that you've been in where you felt like you were leaving yourself out by not attending something, and you was like, dang man, I can't go because I gotta go to work, or I need to get this extra money, or I need to save money?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of people that number one, sometimes some of these events that you go into is to help make the person who's responsible for this event or this gathering, is to make them feel like they're valid, like whatever they're doing is important. They feel like they need to showcase that they have friends, that they have influence.
Or it's for a profit.
Or a profit, that too. You know what I'm saying? So but I feel like even after the profit, it's still more so about the look. You want people that you probably don't know that well to see the people that you do know that well, and to see that you have a lot bigger following than what they see. You know what I'm saying? So, and even in that, it's like, if you can't make it somewhere, or you ain't gonna be able to do it, it's decent to say, hey, I'm probably not gonna come. But at the same time, you shouldn't feel no kind of guilt, or you shouldn't feel ashamed of not being able to go to a certain event, especially if it was helping you do something for you. If you're doing self-service for yourself. And, I think people just get caught up in not being at a certain thing, or putting too much pressure on themselves for not going to certain things.
I think it's a lot of times we let the person who the event is for, people play on the compassion that you have for them, and
that's manipulation.
That's why I say, to break that down further, it's like they say that when people invite you places, they say things like, oh man, it'll mean the world to me if you come. If you're not there, it's not gonna be nothing. Like, wait, why you already making me feel like if I ain't there?
Don't patronize me.
You know what I'm saying? You already making me feel some type of way about me even thinking about telling you no. And then, it's people, it's like when somebody asks you something, they'll say, oh, what you got going on that night then? Mm-hmm. It don't matter what I got going on. I'm not going to be able to make it.
Right.
I just told you that I ain't going to be able to make it. Mm-hmm. It don't matter what I got. Oh.
Because once I give you my answer, now you're going to be looking for a way to rationalize.
What time is that over?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you still got time to make it? No, the fuck I don't. How the fuck you know what I feel like? You know what I'm saying? How my day gonna go? How much gas I got in my tank from making it from the west side to Compton? I
got a partner right now. Tomorrow night he gonna have a show that I really want to go to bad, but I got something I got to do early the very next morning, like super early. Now I do want to go because that's my nigga, and I ain't been to an event of his in a while. Because I just been on a different page these last couple years. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really been able to get up with him. But that was like one of the niggas I was with every other day. You know what I'm saying? So I really want to go to this. But at the same time, I don't feel no shame in not going because I know it's other shit that I got to do for me. Yeah. I know he's going to be all right whether I'm there or not. And he knows that. Now, me being there, that makes it even better for him. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a good nigga for being there too because I really want to be there. But I as you get older, You have to learn to liberate yourself of all those things.
But does it feel like at certain times that you might be putting too much into the work? Because a lot of times our friends, the way that people will make you go ahead and come to the event, they say things like, well, you know, everybody needs a vacation, man. You can't. It can't be all work and no play. You can't. You gotta have some fun sometime. And when people hit you with that, you know, how does that vary in the situation? You know what I'm saying? How do you separate the time where, you know, when you finally do say, all right, I'm gonna get out my bag, and when you recognize it's time for me to get out of my bag and actually devote time to going out, when it's time to get out of grind mode,
when it feels right. You know when it feels right. You know when you overwhelmed with everything you've been doing, and like, I know sometimes for like people who like, for a lot of creative people like writers and singers and artists stuff, like, you know, when they can't create, you know what I'm saying, sometimes they have to step away from their work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes they compelled to that's what I'm saying. It's like with whatever you're doing.
Sometimes you got to,
if you're passionate enough about it, you'll come to that point in time where you do have to step away.
Yeah.
You got to
recharge. Because you're just so consumed with it, and it's starting to fuck with your creativity. So some people do go, but some people, like,
you oversaturated in it.
Yeah, and you kind of overdo it, and it makes you.
It's the difference between getting lost in the sauce and just having sauce.
I think you become more consumed with stepping away and partying and being on that page for too long that you're starting to neglect the work that you took a break from.
Hence being lost
in the sauce.
In the sauce.
Yeah, man. That's like I've recently learned that, like, within the past month, I realized I work way too hard and I don't do enough to, like, kind of unwind and relax and actually, like, take a moment to stretch out, breathe, spend a little money on myself. Like, I just recently
go get your nails did.
You know, get your feet scrubbed on by Mingli and all that. Like, I feel like stuff like that, like, whatever it is, like, even
get my folds washed on.
I had stopped like going to the movies by myself. I used to go to the movies by myself once or twice a week, all the time, just like to relax. You in the movie theater, ain't nobody gonna talk to you. Ain't nobody gonna message you. You get to sit, relax, and pay attention to something that's gonna take you away from whatever's up here.
Jack off in peace.
I wouldn't do that in a movie theater. But whatever floats your boat.
So you know what Cliff do when he by himself?
Not in public places.
I think Cliff has jacked off in a public place before.
Never.
Yeah. No.
No.
He's done it while giving a lift ride.
Never.
But no, I'm just saying, you gotta, like, whatever it is, nigga. If it's watching a porn marathon, if that's what, like, help you unwind.
A porn marathon.
Do that. Like, do whatever it takes.
I can't watch that much porn.
Nigga been a game of Indian burn.
I could probably watch porn maybe 20 minutes.
20 minutes, man.
After that, I tune out.
It take about an hour just to find the right video.
Man, to be completely honest, it's like
I gotta set aside time.
After I relieve myself in watching porn, it's kind of like I just be grossed out.
Yeah, I literally
turn this off. I be grossed out every time. I always like really like after watching porn, I always feel like, damn, bro, motherfucker nasty. I say this shit every time.
What the fuck do you be watching, bro? What the fuck?
He watching. He like this nasty shit.
Yeah, it be some nasty. I be like, damn, it's nasty.
Why did I watch that?
If a nigga spit on my girl like that, ugh.
Oh,
like,
damn.
I be just like, ugh.
That's crazy, man. These porn stars really be having like.
I feel like something different in porn star saliva that's not in other people's saliva. I think once you sign on the dotted line, like your contractual agreement, it's like your saliva thicken up.
Oh my god, man.
Have you ever noticed like porn star saliva? Like I ain't never got my dick sucker seen that type of spit.
I have.
I'm saying some of that shit be looking like. Look, you ever seen you remember the show Gumby? You remember the show Gumby?
Yeah.
Gumby, how that nigga used to. It just, it's like them bitches be laying next to you and just put that bitch right back in.
That's crazy.
I've seen I don't know how to. I ain't gonna explain it, but yeah.
So it's a special film that come with.
I guess with
porno stars spit.
I think it's something in the bacteria. That like
that as soon as they sign a contract, it just automatically pop up.
No, it's like after they suck their first dick on camera, that it creates a chemical reaction. And
I
it's
don't
like the
think that's it,
photosynthesis
bro.
from the light.
I don't think that's it.
Chlorophyll.
So what about
The
what about the
pigments.
bodily fluids from the vagina? Do those change when they become a porn star? Do those get thicker in consistency?
Because I honestly, I don't think there's a difference between doing it on camera and doing it off camera. Because you find a girl that just does that a lot, but just don't do it on camera, you're going to find a chick with the same type of consistency. As you.
Lighting got a lot to do with it though. Like
That's true.
Lighting got a lot to do. Why do you think certain plants grow a different way in certain lighting? You put
I don't
enough.
think lighting affects the amount.
Well, I think
of
natural
saliva that your
sunlight.
body
I think like there's a difference between
produces.
natural sunlight and then like the
artificial
lamps.
artificial light. Yeah.
You know how bright a room gotta be for you to properly film fucking?
Yeah, I've been on a porn set before.
You've been on the porn set before. Another story, Jalil. Tell us about it, Jalil.
It was regular as fuck.
go
bro.
into
Yeah,
Jalil
we want to hear
Chronicles.
this sensational
I wanna
life
hear
you
this.
got, my
It's
brother,
not- bro, this was not. It's no sensational story or nothing.
and be descriptive, brother.
Hey,
I used to live in the valley, bro, and I got a few friends that like go to Cal State Northridge and shit. One of them do porn.
Okay.
He asked me to come over there to bring him something. I went to bring him. I literally walked in, gave him what I needed to give him, and left. Like, I didn't sit and watch. I didn't want to stay and watch. Like, I didn't want to.
So wait, he answered the door with his dick out, and you handed the man something while his penis was exposed to you.
No, bro. One of the production assistants opened the door,
No,
bro.
that's not what you said.
So were there any
That's not what you
girls?
said.
I didn't
on
say
set
who
when you
opened
went
the door,
there?
bro. Huh?
Were there any girls on set when you went there?
I didn't look for that, bro. I literally went in like I wasn't trying.
So
to...
it was nothing but men when you got there.
Nah, it was
So
women
nigga
there. 'Cause there was
answered the
women
door.
like working on the like behind the scenes, but all I saw
You
like
just said
they
you didn't
weren't-
see nobody else.
They didn't shoot shit, bro. It was just the like. It wasn't the actors.
It was the
people behind
pregame.
scenes.
Oh.
It was the preparation.
Like I didn't walk in. I was like,
So they was moving couches a certain way.
oh, not like shit was set up. They just went and filmed me it. But not like I've been on the set of porn. I see.
What
I've
you
seen
had, what you had to
lighting-
bring a nigga at a porn site? What did you had to bring him?
That's not my business or yours, bro.
Oh, come on.
I have no idea what it
Jalil.
was, bro. It was
Come
in
on,
the
man.
bag. It was in the bag, bro. I don't know what the fuck it was.
You don't know what was in the bag?
I didn't look at the bag,
You
bro.
the transporter? Rule number 1, never look in the package.
Nah, bro. Nigga, I'm going to a porn shoot. I don't know what the fuck to be in that bag, nigga. I'm gonna just bring you this bag. It was one of my roommates, yo. Like
I would have looked in the bag.
Your roommate was a porn star?
I've had some very. Like, if I told you about my roommates, you wouldn't believe it.
Wait, your roommate was a
I
porn
had a
star?
roommate that was a pimp. His name, he was from the Bay. His name was the G. He had 2 hoes that lived with him.
So you support? Well, hey, wait. So MJ always tells us to support the homies. Have you supported that homie?
No.
If your homie a pimp, I mean, I think you should buy some pussy from him.
I had
If my friend was a pimp, I'd probably buy some pussy.
No, bro. He wasn't my friend. He was a roommate. Like, he lived in the
alright.
same house as me.
I'm joking.
Nah, bro.
a
That shit-
real homie will give you a good deal on
The
some
real
pussy.
homie
Huh?
was a deal on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck.
He like, yeah, he get the
You know
homie
what
love.
I'm saying? Like, damn, this my bottom bitch. You know,
Say, man,
You know
since you
what I'm saying?
live here,
you can get 2 for 20.
If you want your dick sucked, bro, that's nothing. Consider that as a little bit of nothing.
I'll send him in there too.
Hey, man, I just need to go pick up from the gas station. Don't even consider it as a favor. She's just gonna do that for gas money. Top them off, baby. Top them off.
Nah, bro. I was not interested in these
Well-
his hoes, bro.
I heard, like, I watched multiple interviews with like ex-porn stars, and they say that 80% of the male industry is bisexual.
Yeah.
So I thought that was crazy. So
I heard that.
Jalil might have a homie that's
Gay for pay, goddamn
pitching and catching, man.
it.
I don't judge none of the homies for what they do.
You still keep in touch with him?
Nah, we ain't talked in like 5-6 years.
Damn, it's rough. What he doing now?
I don't know, bro. I think we still friends on Facebook, but like we ain't talked or nothing.
You should hit the bro.
Nigga ain't got no STDs now?
I don't know, bro. I ain't talked to the bro. I really don't know.
That nigga Mr. Marcus, that nigga, I don't know if it's is it Mr.
Yeah, the
Marcus?
nigga, he got something.
No. Lex Steele has a podcast that I used to
I thought you
watch.
talking about niggas that got some shit.
Nah, Lex Steele got a podcast I used to watch. That nigga, he be talking about stuff. They be going in on there. They be going in.
About like porn shit.
Like niggas just say it take like. As a man, you would think like being a porn star is like one of the greatest jobs.
No,
on
it's
earth.
hard as
You know
fuck.
what I'm saying? But yeah, it's literally hard as fuck. Like you gotta get your shit hard as fuck all the time.
All the time. And then you got to be able to like, they said you got to be able to come on command. Like it's all kind of
That
shit.
nigga
like,
Lex Steele said he had sex with over 10,000 women.
I can
I can
believe
believe
that.
I was like, what, nigga?
I can believe
10,000? That is a
We got
lot.
on here talking about body counts at one time, and none of the niggas on this show wanted to say what their body count was anyway. So I feel like you
I
can
don't
get up
advertise
there.
my body count.
You can get up there.
You probably can.
It is possible to get close, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know if I'll
close
ever
to
get
10,000,
close to
Jaleel?
I ain't
10,000.
nowhere near 10,000, bro.
That nigga Jaleel.
I ain't nowhere near 10,000, bro. Not at all.
I mean, you live a sensational life that nobody
Yeah,
else can understand.
exactly.
My
Exactly.
My numbers are.
That nigga say 10,000. No, it's nothing.
Nah, my numbers
I
are.
had that at 16.
Hell no. Fuck nah. My numbers
10,000.
And I found a cure for gonorrhea.
There's some niggas out there that'll say they fuck
The cure.
1,000 bitches by 16 too.
Hell nah.
That's
I can
first-
tell you what my number was at 16. I know exactly what my number was at 16.
What's your number was at 16, Jaleel?
6.
You had smashed 6 girls by 16.
6. That's it.
Like, by 16 or...
Remember, he started fucking at 7.
No, I didn't, bro. I lost my virginity at 13.
Wait, you lost your virginity at 13? How did you lose your virginity at 13? Did you actually ejaculated at 13?
13, like literally my 13th birthday, I ejaculated for the first time with another person in the room.
In the room? Or
Well, I'm saying I wasn't by myself, manually stimulating myself.
you was 13 years old?
Yeah.
Oh, this is when you told us you got, this is like an older lady, okay. I still...
Shit getting weird, man.
Nah, man, hey, my body count was only,
Nigga, you...
my body count was only 6 and 16. I don't know how this turned into the Lily Sex Life show, but
I don't know how your body counts 6 and 16.
I just started fucking at 16, so
I got
How was that?
I did my
couldn't.
first time at 16. I was
Yeah.
16 my first time. I was a late bloomer.
Jaleel got a head start, I guess.
bro, I thought that was nothing, bro. I thought that was regular.
Nah, you...
It's different for a lot of niggas. I got a homie that say he didn't start fucking till he was like 19,
I mean,
Yeah.
what?
19, 20. So it's different for certain niggas. I got a homie that say he started fucking at 10.
I know a nigga who was a virgin till he was 21.
I do too.
So, and
All right, thanks for making me feel bad, guys.
Yeah, you a hoe.
Nigga,
No, I don't feel bad. I do regret how young I was when I started, but that's whatever.
You a hoe, man.
man,
That's whatever, bro.
it's all right though, brother.
Yeah, we gonna take a quick
Still
break.
my
We gonna
nigga.
come back with our we coming back.
We gonna have a topic. Y'all
Hot
make sure
topic
y'all
tonight.
call in when we come back.
310-955-4966. We talking about taking L's and bouncing back, goddammit.
Yeah.
Y'all call in.
Wait, what?
Who inside that nigga? Gangsta shit, nigga. What? Dumb.
Nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing. I get the fence out the ceiling. I ate the same thing for dinner. Trapping is all I remember. The circle went hard, got plays out the window. Yeah. No food on the table, went to Blaine House, eat anything. Sister had to do my mama job, cause she was going through pain. For a minute I was lost. Me and Candy went off. Skip class just to shoot dice, and it seemed like we never lost. Nigga never understand my childhood days, that shit was wrong. My brothers was here for each other. We kept it so real with each other. Yeah. But in these streets, I done lost so many niggas. Baby got hit by a car, Peanut got hit with the trigger, yeah. Moment of silence for the real niggas. Yeah. Nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets, you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets, you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing.
I stay to myself, something I never regret. I spend all day chasing chicks, then whip up bitch with them chicks. I remember when the water off, now a nigga diamond waterfall. Everybody wants you on the team, but everybody wanna hold the ball. Yeah, these niggas be camping, can't save then you ain't advancing. And learn the streets ain't look back. Yeah, when I seen it tell you Ryan Francis. Not saving, not a captain, nigga. Made my bed, now I'm damping in it. Same niggas that got your back, got the best chance for to stab you in it. Yeah, they count me out, but now I'm in the building. Look how the table starting to turn with extra power steering. You lied to the streets, but keep it real with the jury. Yeah. Niggas faker than they jury.
Nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing, nothing. I grind cause I come from nothing. All my life I grew around niggas that's hustling. In these streets you can't do no trusting. It's a lot of fuck shit, but I came from nothing.
Moment of silence for the real niggas. Yeah, yeah. You lied to the streets, but keep it real with the jury. Yeah, the niggas faker than they jury.
Evidently I've been shot from a king.
What up, Hurricane? Last name? Man, I know y'all got a motherfucking story about one of y'all exes, nigga. Yeah, let me tell you about my ex, bitch.
Yeah, let me run it about my ex, bitch. Yeah, let me run it about my ex, bitch. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I love your sex, bitch. And I love the way you work your fucking neck, bitch. Yeah, let me run it about my ex, bitch. Yeah, let me run it about my ex, bitch. I see you stunting with your pussy tryna flex, bitch. Then it's on to the next, bitch.
I know you see it. My ex be getting jealous cause I don't have a kid.
Being from a city so diverse in culture, you see the power soccer has and how much it's embodied by the Hispanic community. Mexico games in LA are like no other experience. The waves of people, the love and passion that they have is amazing, and it makes you fall in love with the sport even more. There's a reason why they call it the beautiful game. It unites so many people together. Nosotros estamos listos para el Mundial. This is the color of my roots.
GT.
I need a couple $1 million. I need a pick on me on products. I need a double cup with my Dutch and stuff, and I'ma make it feel polished. You need to go and finish college. You need to go, your state stopping. Cry gotta grow, lie gotta blow in the flow, cause you know we stay copping. We gotta go better pilot. Your job don't really show the mileage. You try to feed them with that new shit, I guess they didn't tell you expired. Girl, your second one a tyrant. Say, girl, your second one a tyrant. Hell, I set a fire to you. I tell you the devil's just a client. You see the levels born climbing. Animal left and I ain't lying. It's the wolf of the east, I'm just implying. I don't see peace, I see you trying. Tell him to cease, the kid ain't dying. See, the start of a war began with this. I barge in the door, I flip my wrist. No money, no fall, no bullets miss. Fuck with the squad, they'll take a hit. I'm with a couple of dogs, so take your pick. And I'm calling them off, I tell them get. Fuck with the boss, you getting big. I'll let you get lit. Feeling me, Villainies, how I feed. Tell your click, quit, come at me, tell me just what you need. I need food in my fridge, I need money I can give. I need honeys in my crib, I need all my parties lit. I need all my people getting their credit cards with no limit. Just enough to feed the city, no problem if you can't finish. I need. I need a couple $1 billion. I need 1 million more follows. You need to kind of grace to my circle, fit better with billionaires and ballers. I'm great for the days they never caught us, but know if they did, I take the fall. That's one single night that made us all. You'll fuck with a bat, the boy go off. I'm circling back, finish you off. My certain effect is due to cause. You're way too dependent by yourself. You're playing too much, you need to pause. They're playing your tracks, the crowd is lost. My plan of attack to lead you off. They're playing the set, the shit is sauce. I stay with the set to see you all. I need food in my fridge, money I can give, honey's in my crib. All my buddies lit, I need all my people getting their credit cards with no limit. Just enough to feed the city, no problem if you can't finish. I need.
Recording. Cool. Run it.
Good evening. My name is Nino Sparks, aka Boyle Heights Finest. This is DJ Lancey. We're LTMA, that's Lucy Take Me Away.
Back to that was Mila Don, man.
Mila Don?
Mila Don.
Yeah. Shout out to Mila Don.
Forget to remember.
Forget to remember. And we back, motherfucker. We are
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
We back.
Y'all, so the hot topic for tonight is taking L's in the bounce back, man. The L's in the bounce back. It's like it's inevitable that you have to lose in life. You don't win every fucking day, bro. And it doesn't matter how well you plan. Everything doesn't go according to the plan.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's just that's how life works. But the way that you recover is what says the most about you. And I wanted to start off by just asking y'all, what do y'all feel like is the biggest L y'all ever took? Starting with Jalil, what's the biggest L you took, and how did you recover from it?
Before I talk about the biggest L I've ever taken, I want to when I take an L or when I consider an L, it's not just a loss to me. An L is a lesson.
Yeah.
So to me, nothing is ever a loss. I want to make sure no matter what situation I go through, I might lose some money, I might lose some time, but I'll never consider it a loss. I always consider it a lesson. So that's another main thing. If you go about your life where you take your L's as lessons instead of losses, you'll find out that you're more of a winner than you think you are. Let's see, one of the biggest losses I took. Deciding to drop out of college, I think, was an L. That was a big lesson. Because I did it for family reasons, family circumstances. I decided to forego school to help family and make sure family was straight. And it's not that I regret it, because I'm happy that, the situation worked itself out. Things ended up being good. And I'm not in a bad place right now. But I know if I would have stayed the course, finished school, things would have been.
Do you feel like that's taking an L? Do you feel like that's making a sacrifice? I feel like you compare a sacrifice to an L.
Because it was a sacrifice I didn't have to make. I chose to make it.
Yeah. You could say in the long run, you lost out on a chance to have more, and that probably would have benefited you better for your family than actually just leaving school.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But I take it as a lesson. I don't consider it a loss. I consider it a lesson. I learned something severe and serious about the importance of family and the importance of putting.
That L was actually a lesson. That L wasn't a loss.
No, but a more selfish person would have considered it a loss, or a more selfish person wouldn't have even took it in the beginning.
I feel you.
So, but that would be the biggest thing that I've had to sit down on was my school.
How did you bounce back from that? What are you doing right now that is making you feel like you've recovered?
I was in school to become a teacher, And even though I stopped going to school, even now I'm out of school and I'm teaching. So I didn't like. It might have been a detour or me going to a different route, or I might not be like a full-fledged teacher where I want to be. But I'm working with kids like I said I wanted to. I'm still working on my goals. I just had to find a different way in.
Was it low-key trust in the process, or did you actually like get in and say, I'm going to figure out a way that I'm going to still teach regardless to whether I got this degree or not? Or was it like just the process and God just put that in your life because you was just doing what you were supposed to do constantly?
It was a mixture of things. I felt like, because a lot of people that say trust the process, or which is basically the new way of saying have faith. But you can have faith, and faith without works is dead. It wasn't just me saying I believe God gonna get this to me. It's me making sure I'm putting myself in a position to have that. To where when that opportunity presented itself, I wasn't just like, oh, thanks God. It was like, no, I'm ready to handle this. Let's get to work.
Yeah.
So that's like,
that was part.
But that comes
bounce back.
Yeah, the bounce back was me making sure I was prepared to handle it in any way it came. Because the moment the job came to me, I could have been not in my element. I could have been not paying attention. I would have missed out. But because I was ear open, I was paying attention, and God said, listen, I'm trying to give you something. And I received it at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's a mixture of things. It was having faith, trusting the process, and also putting together and putting my feet to the ground and doing it too.
Tori, what about you? What's the biggest sale you had?
I can't
One
really.
of the biggest sales.
I can't really say. I done took some L's. I don't know which one will probably be the biggest. I want to say probably when I didn't apply to no schools in high school. I was having so much fun my senior year, and I took the SATs, and my dumb ass, I didn't apply to no schools, and got ready. I think it's mostly because I thought I was gonna be fifth yearing, because I was behind on so many units, but miraculously I got so much love from people at the school that they hooked me up with 0 periods that I didn't have to hit, and my coach hooked me up with classes, and I got caught up at the very end and failed a class that I needed to walk the stage.
Damn.
And I had to take that bitch in summer school. So me being so caught up in just playing sports and being high and just, like, you know, just fucking with different hoes and shit, it was like I missed out on what was important, like taking the much needed steps to get to where I was going. You know what I'm saying? And
do you feel like that's like part of being young though? That was just really a phase,
an age thing,
a phase more than a loss.
It was I mean, the reason I chalk it up as a loss is because I think about it. Like every other week, I think about it. Like, damn, if I could have just
some shit from way.
If like when people told me I should have just went ahead and did it, I should have just did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I waited till I got to a point to where it's like, okay, now my options have been cut in half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm sitting in junior college playing sports, and then still having the same habits, but now I got less options now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting older. So it's like everybody that did what they had to do when we were all in the same group is like now they moved on. They took the steps that they needed, but I'm still like kind of like stagnant. Like I'm still jogging in place.
I feel like even some of that is what I talked about in the Mindful Mondays is like that feeling left out thing. You know, like I feel like part of the bounce back is kind of what Jalil was saying, like even with that trust in that process, you know what I'm saying? That route that happened could have brought you, could have been shaping you for a better path. There's more, you know what I'm saying, engineered towards you, engineered towards what's gonna make Tory be the motherfucking person and blessing that he gonna be to the rest of the world. Better suited.
Yeah, but
whether you went this other way.
I drove myself to the L because I was doing all the shit that wasn't important.
Man, I feel like
all the shit that I thought that I was supposed to do to help fulfill the fun that I thought I was supposed to be having. That was the shit that worked against me.
But Tori, now I feel like, see, you as a person, I could give you $1 million right now. I guarantee you, you'll do 35 things before you say, Cliff, let's go to the club and buy a bottle. You will find 35 things before you say that to me.
Probably right.
And the reason why is because you did that shit when you was younger. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you ain't that nigga no more. And I feel like you the type of person who is gonna be blessed with a lot more because you ain't that type of dude to say, I'm gonna take this money and go do that.
Mm-hmm.
I already know that with you. And that like how you, and that's why I'm saying I can't think of that. I'm hearing both of what y'all saying, they sound like lessons and phases.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well, it's more so like just chasing. It's like I remember talking to my brother about this shit, and I was talking about my older brother and how one of my other brothers looks up to him because he do crime, gang member, all this shit, and it's like he trying to chase that. Yeah. And it's like it's this life that you think you want, and you know you think you want it, but you really don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want everything that comes with this life. You don't want the dark side of that life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I take it as an L because I was so fixated on this being the thing that I want and this being the thing that's going to make me happy. When really that was the thing that was working against me. And it was blocking all my blessings. And it was blocking all the shit that I really needed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like when we had Jason Cash on the show, nigga, he was, he talking about the in crowd. It's like, nigga, everybody wants to be on the in crowd. And what I was doing, I thought I was trying to get my way into the in crowd when really I was just doing what other people wanted to do and not what I wanted to do for myself. Yeah. So that's why I take it as I beat myself. I shot myself out of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it can be taken different it's a different perspective thing, but that's the way I look at it. Because it's like, if I could go back and change some things, I definitely would.
I feel like
at the same time, I can accept the man I am today. I feel like I'm a decent dude.
Do you mean like small L's, bro?
I mean big L's, bro, because like
I mean like as far as like because it's like it's a difference. Like if you mean L's like some serious shit or L's like a situation where you got in and you just have to take that.
L's come in all shapes and sizes, my nigga.
That's true.
I mean, it depends on what font we talking about. It depends on if it's Italian or if it's bold.
I got a bold one that happened a couple weeks ago.
I got a bold one that happened. Like, let me say.
What you got, bro? What's up?
I feel like, cause like I say, I get y'all to L, but let me say my biggest L that I feel like was actually, and it's when Tori said what he said. Tori came up with the topic, actually. And when Tori came up with it, the L that I thought about, and I was like, damn, the bounce back, and thinking about it, was really my whole being here. Like, my whole being right here in this situation.
From LA?
Here in LA. My biggest L was getting kicked out of school, getting my house raided, having to move to LA, and then the bounce back was choosing to stay once I got here and trusting the fact that I didn't get sent here for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the L's that I took, my house was raided. It caused me to drop out of school. It caused me to move. It caused me to get into a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? That ended up having to be taken care of. But I feel like as far as L's go, what you give up when you have to say like I feel like an L is life changing, and I look at my L's like that. Like when I say it's an L, it's something that's life changing. If it ain't life changing, it ain't really an L. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's why I say my biggest life changing moment was moving out here, and it was an L in the fact that I did it not in the sense that I wanted to, but in the sense that it's what had to be done at the moment.
That's how I feel about me moving back out here when I moved back out here. But I didn't consider it an L. I consider it a win. Like even though I knew it was something I had to do, it wasn't something I wanted to choose to do. But I still, even at that moment, knew that it had the potential to be something great for me. And I have no regrets in deciding to make that move.
I mean, I done lost some people in life.
Yeah, like them is
and that's what that. Like I said, those are life changing things. Do you feel like before we get? Because I want to go to the losses of people, but before we go there, do you feel like when you take those L's that like you moving or you changing jobs and taking less pay for more time with your family? I feel like that's the bounce back. See, that's what I'm saying. See, these in those moments there are L's, and that's what I feel like people don't realize. Like, hold on, let me just finish this thought. The thing that I'm saying is that when we get so frustrated as we're losing, that we're not trusting the process that they're good, that this may be something that's good. Because like you say, I took that job that's gonna give me less money, or I got fired from this job, which I thought was an L, which I was already applying for this other one, and I got it now, but it pays less money. I wasn't gonna take it because I was gonna.
From the outside looking in, it looked like an L.
Yeah, but
and even for you, it looked like an L at that moment.
It depends on the type of person you are. It depends on what type of faith you have. Because some people will take stuff like that, take it on the chin, and keep moving forward, and it's not an L to them at all. It's like they consider it a win. It's not a loss. Simply just not working at that place anymore and taking less money to spend more time with family. Those are the people that don't look at it half. They look at it half full.
So are the wins or the blessings? Is that what's garnered through the journey of going through what's looked at as an L?
Essentially, and that's what I say. That's why. That's the purpose of what I felt like you was trying to put through. You know what I'm saying, through this topic. Like, man, honestly and truthfully, I ain't. If you want to break it down, I don't feel like a nigga ever took an L.
Yeah,
nigga just took lessons.
You feel me?
That's how.
Not a loss. You took lessons.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Exactly. Lessons.
So that's why, I say, I mean, that's why, like, y'all, it's crazy. Y'all bring it like. I hate when we do these type of topics because a nigga bring it to where, you know, you really just at the end you wear it because we all in agreement on how a nigga feel about it. So early on, it's just like, man, I feel like I've never taken a loss, and even when I do feel like I'm losing, I'm so confident in who I am and where I'm trying to go that it doesn't discourage me to thinking that it's an L. I'm just looking like, damn, all right, so when is this shit supposed to turn into the fucking win?
So what are we?
When am I supposed to be? When is this shit gonna look like? When is this shit? When is the end gonna unfold? When am I supposed to see what I'm supposed to see? I'm looking for what I'm supposed to learn from this.
Right. Well, see, us three being people that it all seems like we can take situations and we see them as lessons, and we're able to learn from them and not let them deter us from whatever it is our goal is. What do we say to those people, you know, whoever it is listening? Like, how do we give them advice if their minds aren't as strong as ours? What can we tell them to get them to understand?
I always tell people you got to take the bitter with the sweet in life. It's sunny and then it's gloomy as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And that's how life is. I know that for me because I especially as an adult, I know that you're going to have a lot of gloomy days before the sun come out.
Man, it's crazy you say that. My mind ain't that fucking strong, to be 100% honest with you. I get down and depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga get down.
We all do that.
Everybody do. Yeah. Like a nigga won't say that he cry until he cry when he get by himself and cry and don't know why he crying, and then when he get it out of him, he'll sit up with the homies because he done got all of that shit out of him and be like, yeah, nigga, man, I was feeling down the other, nigga, I was tripping the other day, nigga, I got drunk, nigga, I was crying, nigga, I don't know why I was doing it, but nigga, afterwards, nigga, I felt good than a motherfucker because I know and this happened.
I could keep it 100 just yesterday, like I had a good cry.
Yeah.
Like you know when shit happens, like and you supposed to like keep shit together. You can't break, you can't fold. You gotta hold together because other people counting on you.
Yeah,
bro, it be moments where you gotta just like, you kind of just
because that shit make you. It's almost like it's like shit. Like this probably a bad metaphor, but it's like when you shit or you piss in the morning. Mm-hmm. You gotta relieve yourself from the shit that's in you because it's not healthy to keep it in.
You can't bring yesterday's shit into tomorrow.
Hey, Bro, that's I don't feel like that's a bad description. That's a perfect description because it's another orifice of your body that releases.
Yeah.
And sometimes crying, even if your crying isn't a physical manifestation of tears, that's still a valve that needs to be released because there's pressure behind that. It's emotional pressure. And you like we all know we had times where we weren't in control of our emotions properly and snapped or went off. And maybe if we would have had a release before that, or maybe if we would have like kind of let some shit out before that.
That's more detrimental to your health than anything else.
And I want to say that because man, MJ not here, but MJ is a female that I feel like is a very like as guys, he's just 3 men here right now. You know what I'm saying? And we not gonna call each other to talk. But I'm sure you have a female. Everybody got a female or somebody that they call like somebody. Like females are more loving. Females are
they do
more
that.
Understanding.
They have long drawn out.
They got a way to nurture you in a way that other people can't do it.
I'll call this nigga Cliff, and we could talk for a couple hours, but most of the time, it'll be like, if I miss his call or he missed mine, it'll be like, oh yeah, nigga, I just was calling to touch bases with you, nigga, see how you was. All right, cool, bam.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I'll hit Jaleel, same type of tip, you know what I'm saying?
But it's the people you surround yourself with. I realize that, like, most of the homies I got are people I consider close. I could call you and talk to you about shit like that.
Yeah.
And I know that's like, it all depends on who you decide to surround yourself with. If you decide to surround yourself with people that are closed and don't communicate and don't know how to communicate as a human being, then you don't, like, it's probably not somebody you need around or somebody you got to deal with that way.
And I was saying to say, like, I'll call MJ and unload some shit on MJ. You know what I'm saying? But MJ throws that back, and it's like, it's crazy because I start like when what you saying. I start seeing that those L's is never being losses as some of the stuff that MJ throws out. But and that's why I say I'm not as strong as we would say. It's like none of us are. You know what I'm saying? Or as strong as we would say, because even MJ, she has her times. You know what I'm saying? We all have our times, but it's like that's what I want to say to the people. Is like not feeling bad or feeling less than for being unsure or hurt about a situation.
Just know there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, just know that that's not the end of the situation. And how I'm saying is where we've all realized that, you know, every L that we've taken has never really been an L. It's just been positioning us to the better. You have to endure that pain, my nigga. You have to endure what you're going through.
You know what I tell people, bro? Like, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself out of it only because look at Martin Luther King, like some of the greatest that we've had in our time. Like, don't think them people didn't have moments of doubt, moments where they were scared, moments where they didn't know what the hell was gonna happen next. Those great people don't separate from you. Like, they still breathe air and ate food just like you did. The difference is they took them and learned from them instead of taking them and hiding and running away and being fearful.
Not learn from them, but broke them down and tried to understand them.
Yeah. When
you sit down and you actually figure out where the problem is, some people
that's learning.
Yeah,
you expanded on it.
And that's the thing. But see, listen, it is a fucking it's a fact, and it is a law that nothing lasts forever. That is a law. That's not gonna change. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter what is whatever. Nothing gonna stay the same. So
even time itself.
With that being law, the way that you develop through a situation, the way that somebody else developed through a situation can be something different. You had this situation that you're going through will not last forever, and it wasn't just miraculously endowed upon you. You have the opportunity. You have to look at every L as an opportunity to understand something that you didn't have the opportunity to understand before.
Right.
And I feel like people don't look at it like that. I look at every struggle and every L that I take as an opportunity to learn something.
Yeah, it's because they're looking at it as a barrier, as a wall. Like how Trump talk about wanting to build that wall. You're building a wall in your own mind from your success. Some people see things as small obstacles in the road. Maybe a tree fall, you go around it. But other people build a brick wall or a metal wall that's so high that they can't climb it and so wide around they can't walk. That mental block is that serious.
Yeah.
Our minds, we forget that our minds are some of the most powerful things on the planet. Our mind has the power to manifest crazy things while people have visions, see things, all kind of crazy shit. It's
alchemists are real.
Yeah, and what people don't realize is negative thought. negative thought is more powerful, can be more powerful with less effort than positive thought.
I'm glad you.
It's easy to rotate to negative because all it takes is a little bit.
I'm glad you say that because it's like when you lose. I lost my father when I was 18, right when I graduated high school, and I thought like not being able to properly grieve because it's like, you know, I'm a man now. You know, I'm literally 18. I'm moving. I'm starting to make moves, and I eventually left the house when I was 19, and it was like, my pops was the nigga who, if I couldn't go to none of my homies, if I couldn't go to nobody else, I know I could go to him, because I know he gonna give me the raw truth, and he gonna speak shit into me that I know I need, because that nigga's been my age before. I've never been his. He's been my age twice before. I've never been his, so I know I can learn stuff from him. So losing him, I was like in dismay, like I didn't know where to go because I didn't have that person that I can go and confide to and talk to and get, you know, that good energy from, you know what I'm saying? So for me, losing him, it took years later for me to realize that even though he ain't here no more, he's more useful to me than ever before, because spirits, like, we all say that we praying to God. Yeah, we praying to God, but we also, like our ancestors, our parents, and our cousins, the people, our lost ones, they also looking over us too.
Yeah.
And I feel like that energy has helped guiding us. So like when you grieving over that person not being there, and you got that pain sitting in you, that's good pain. That's pain that's strengthening you, because, like I said, a loss. Some of the things that we think we lost is actually to our benefit.
And normally, and listen, I want to speak to that because I want to talk to people about definitely. I feel like I've never handled death well. You know what I'm saying? To other people it look like that, but internally I never handled it well. And I say,
Right.
I always tell people that publicly. You know what I'm saying? Because they think that I'm doing all right, but I'm really not. But the thing about it is, I do look at it like this too. I've always noticed that when someone dies, it's very hard for you have to actually think about bad times. You never really think about bad times. You have to act, if somebody tells you something that somebody died, it's very, it's
when
a
they
common
alive,
thing.
when they alive, it come to your mind quick.
Quick.
That's how it was with my mom.
It's quick, bro.
My mama passed away in 2015, and even though we wasn't close, I went to the funeral. I held it together. We buried her, everything, and then 3 weeks later, nigga, I'm laying down listening to music, and all of a sudden just breaks down, nigga. And I'm just like,
good times.
What the fuck, nigga? Like, why is this happening? You know what I'm saying? It didn't hit me during the process of the burial and everything. It hit me to right when nothing else was on my mind, she came to my mind, my nigga.
And I tell people this, when people die, like, always keep in mind, like, because it's a natural instinct that I don't know if it's I honestly don't know why it happens, but the brain, for some reason, it casts out every negative image of this person, and it hits you with a lot of good shit about
that shit
when you care about, if this is somebody that you care about. So in grieving them, in that moment of grief, you have to understand that, like, damn, my brain is actually cleansing itself and making me remember all of the good about this person. And that's what's overwhelming you, the fact that you can't enjoy any of that good anymore. And it's like, damn, if you that sad, it's really because that was such a good person to you. So now you have all of that good energy, so you know what this person was to you, so you can be there for somebody else. You can manifest that energy, bro. Like, and niggas, that's why I say, like, I know my grandmother's 90-something. I have both my grandmothers still living. Both my grandfathers have died within, me being here in LA, and I'm not around them. I know when I lose my grandmothers, it's really gonna elevate me to another level of love that I've changed so much in these years from just seeing the elevation of love that I've gotten from losing them. So I know the elevation of love that I'm gonna get from losing them, and it's like it's more. I look more so at death now as a gain than so much as a loss. And I used to deal with it so bad. I still do.
it still affects me in a bad way. But I look at it more so, and I had to start talking to myself and realizing like, damn, it's really because I'm missing the good. I can't think about nothing bad. It's so hard to think about the bad shit. That takes more energy.
I take loss so much differently now. Like, I can't even say now. I've never took loss hard. But it's because from a young age I had to get an understanding of mortality and living and dying. Like it was broken down for me from an early age because it's like in my life every few years there's somebody that I know or know of that's dying. So I had to be able to like understand like my grief process is shortened now. I don't take it the same way. But then as like at this point, like me actually watching somebody that I care for go in front of me, now it's different. Now the feeling is different because to me it's never been so close to home.
You ever lose everybody that was like from your parents, and then everybody around them, like your mama's brothers and sisters, and then your daddy's brothers and sisters, and best friends, and all of that. Everybody go.
But like no, because they're all so young. They're all closer to my age. But like the level above that, like all my aunts and my like them are the type of people that go. But them are people I see as like my aunts and uncles. I see them as siblings because they're so young and closer to my age. But their aunts and uncles, like my great aunts and uncles, I see them like them is more where I felt it at. I felt that like when I lost them, like that was the same thing to me. But this like somebody that's like here. Like somebody I consider my best friend, it feels different now.
Man, I lost like the first time I dealt with death. The first funeral I went to, man, I was 13. It was literally one of my best friends in middle school, Lloyd Royal. Nigga got electrocuted hanging up Christmas lights on Christmas break. Damn. I was in middle school, bro. That shit, it was just the worst. A girl told I didn't even hear from his people. A girl told me, I was in the mall Christmas shopping with my mama and seen a girl from school and she told me. Wow. Nigga, that was the craziest shit ever. And went to the funeral. I stayed for 10 minutes, nigga, I had to leave. Bro, I never dealt with that shit. I've never dealt with it well. Ever.
Bro, with the summer I left from Mississippi to decide to come back to LA, one of my closest friends had committed suicide that summer. And then another one of my friends had got shot in a trailer park trying to protect the girl.
That's crazy.
Like on some crazy shit. Like and then my little cousin passed at the end of that summer, like right before I had to go back to school, and that shit took me out, bro.
But not to.
I was 17, and I had never. That was like my first time, like really experienced a loss that was like somebody I knew close. It was. I didn't know how to feel, bro. Like back then, I didn't understand it.
And that's why I say this is the thing, and this is why I want people to understand now is that in growing, because we got to wrap up. It's not because we're at 9:55.
Shoot, time flew.
Yeah, it did. But to get y'all to where like the bounce back and taking these L's, like I mean, it is a part of life, and people say that to you all the time. But man,
that's more handling the L instead of taking the L. That's exactly. Handling.
I was just about to say that. That's handling instead of just going through it. It's like, man, everything is happening for a reason. Everything is happening for the betterment of you. It's just understanding through these L's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to get the understanding. Like some things just ain't right. Some things are not supposed to happen. Some like, I mean, just to throw something out there, a big L that a family took, and my prayers out to that family with the guy Junior in the Bronx.
Yeah.
That is an L, bro.
That's an L, super L.
And that's something you have to understand. That's something that has to be understood. And it is so hard for us to understand that situation. But the good that might come from this, that neighborhood would never be the same. Nothing like that will ever happen in that neighborhood again. That neighborhood will probably be built up and more money than that kid, than Junior. Junior probably what he probably would have wanted to do with his life, which he's probably was probably being done through his life, is making his community better. His death might make that community better. A violence that was going on there, that ain't the first time some shit like that happened there. That is the first time it happened to somebody that age. and it was the wrong.
And it didn't
was a
deserve to
mistaken
happen.
identity. It
Yeah.
didn't deserve to happen.
It didn't deserve to happen.
You see what I'm saying? So when we get through these things, and we just, you gotta, man. OG told me. I was like, I was like, damn, man, you hurt, man, you old. He's like, man, just keep living. All you gotta do is just keep living.
That's it.
It ain't, just keep living. Open your eyes every day, and I guarantee you, nothing will stay the same.
Look, when they say tomorrow is yesterday is history and tomorrow's a mystery, focus on today because it's the present. Treat it like a gift. Like, that shit is serious, man. Whatever occurred yesterday, whatever occurred an hour ago, a minute ago, that shit happened. You got to deal with that and roll with and keep rolling. The vehicle's still moving. You still got breath in your body and movement and life. You need to continue living it. You cannot die or give up on life because of something that's already happened. You lived, you made it. God is granting you to see another day. You need to handle it like you care about that day.
True story.
Man.
Well, y'all, man, we gonna wrap up the show. Tor, anything you want to shout out? Tell them what it looks for you.
Y'all follow me on Instagram, Twitter. They both the same. That's its_T_rich. It's_T with 2 E's _rich. Y'all can go ahead. Y'all make sure follow Tough Crowd Entertainment. Follow Cliff Notes Radio. Shout out to my man Holla with the Trap Man. Shout out to my boy Jalen with the Ashes TV deal. We just celebrated that over the weekend. Shout out to my nigga Cliff, man. Radio show. Y'all send y'all music in, man. We want to get y'all music played, man. I'm a start doing posts this week. We want y'all music, man. We got some music on here, but we want some new music because we trying to get everybody's shit played. We don't want to keep playing the same shit over and over. So I'm gonna get at y'all because we want y'all music on the air. So be looking for that, and that's it. I ain't got nothing else.
Jalil?
It's your boy Young Lil, aka the Black MacGyver, also known as Mr. 420 himself. Yeah. Man, everything that Tori just said again. Trap Man coming soon. I was blessed over this past weekend. I wrapped my second Netflix series shoot.
Come on.
Man, I'm out here getting
Blessings.
this work. You know what I'm saying? It feels good when you're getting multiple checks in a week. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, man. Just watch out for what you watch out for. When I tell you it's coming, you better duck.
Yeah. Well, y'all already know, man. It's Cliff the Gift, man. Nothing really going on right now this week. We just trying to make everything that's happening better and better. Every week, y'all tune in 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all know where we at right here. Cliff Notes Radio on the socialhr.com, the social hour. You can also check us out on YouTube. This is how you watch us live. Cliff Notes Radio on YouTube. Make sure you are subscribed and tuned in. The number to call in is 310-955-4966.
The email for the music and the videos, y'all make sure y'all send that to cliffnotesradio@gmail.com. cliffnotesradio@gmail.com.
And on every social media platform, we even have a Christian mingle, Cliff Notes Radio. You make sure you follow us, and if you're on Tinder, make sure you swipe us right and let us know if you DTF.
Please
Y'all.
subscribe to the YouTube.
What?
Watch all the old shows. Hit that like button. Leave some comments.
Subscribe.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to MJ.
We miss you.
We miss you.
Oh, and ladies, next week we will be having a bra giveaway. Please send in pictures of your titties without the bra on, and we will make sure that we pick you out the right size. Jalil, take us out.
All right, man. We're going to take y'all out with some Jason Cash call out, man. Y'all have a good rest of your week. We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah. I gotta stop drinking when it's hot in this motherfucker.
Bro, I'm over here sweating.
Nigga, my whole shirt.
You have somebody who's going through.
mix the dab with the sauce. I scrape the pot with the fork. I let them fly like a hawk. Eraser, come with the chalk. Up one, 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 up one. She put it all in her mouth. I put your bitch at your house. I'm owning you out. 30 shots spring out. Up one, 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 up one. I'm up like a motherfucker, you can't tell me nothing, I spaz in this bitch. Check out my dab in this bitch. Yeah, I might dance a little bit. New Moschino with the Valentino. On a damn nigga, Dan Marino. Draco Nino, make a Macarino. It's not a game, I don't play Nintendo. I got the lasagna from Geno's. I rock the Zana in kilos. Ever seen a bitch fly to a nigga? Pay attention, I'm Picasso. You know what I'm saying, little nigga? I run up them bands, little nigga. I break your hands, little nigga. If you reach for this chain, little nigga. I put the dab in the sauce. I put that gag in the mouth. Smoking out the pound, beating up the pack. Yeah, I was bumping that dog. They know we up one. We gon' be up two, nigga, if you touch one. That way. Checkmate. I mix the dab with the sauce. I scrape the pot with the fork. I let them fly like a hawk. Eraser, come with the chalk. Up one, 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 up one. She put it all in her mouth.